Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting session of Candid Mina. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up for you. And the very fact that Joe Biden has dropped out of the US presidential race, and we saw that coming long time back. We have reported that on Candid Mina as well. We saw that coming a long time back. And the very fact that Kamala Harris has been chosen as the person who will continue the race from the Democrat side of the US, and she will go against, of course, Donald Trump of the Republicans. And it's not only Biden who has endorsed, Kamala Harris. It is another person, as we have already mentioned, that there is a huge George Soros, connect with the Democrat, candidates, especially the likes of Obama, Biden, and Kamala Harris. So now you can see this photo, and it is Alex Soros, the son of notorious billionaire George Soros, announces his endorsement of Kamala Harris for president. It is time for us all to unite around Kamala Harris and beat Donald Trump. She is the best and most qualified candidate we have. Long live the American dream. So this is quite obvious that it is Alex Soros, who's the son of George Soros, and you can see how close they are with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, of course. So
In fact, Jaydev,
yeah.
one thing I wanted to mention here, since you can spoke about Kamala Harris, also, I found it very strange that Javed Akhtar, has been begging Michelle Obama to come and replace Biden, and he's been doing it in 100 tweets, and in each one he says, you may not know me, Madam Michelle, but I am a known writer and poet in India, and I beg for your presence to, be there in this, after Biden. So we were just wondering, what is this man after? I mean, as it is, he pokes his nose into everything that is a problem in India, and he's anti-India, and he speaks against Modi ji. So I was wondering now why he has changed now all his attention to America. And then I realized, okay, Soros is the one who's sponsoring Kamala Harris. And who is Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris is the second puppet. Okay, after Biden, she is going to be the puppet that Obama will be using. And who is controlling Obama? It is none other than Soros. So this is the kind of links you can find, and you can find all the tweets full of this about how Soros is supporting openly. He is supporting Kamala Harris. Now Meera says Kamala is an opportunist. When she needed votes, she announced she's a part Indian and part black. Then she disappeared and was nowhere to be seen. Now once again her cards come out. You know what, Meera? One thing I found very strange is that if you listen to her speech, she's as just like Biden. She doesn't make any sense at all. So she'll speak something like, yesterday was today and today was yesterday, but yesterday's today was day before yesterday. So that is the kind of speech she gives. And if you look at, if you're a very avid Twitter follower, you'll find out that there are a lot of tweets exposing her past background and how she's been a climber, how she has climbed to politics, and they have written it in very, very derogatory terms. So if you want to read about her background, you should just check out the tweets from some people, and you'll be aghast at what they claim is her background.
Yeah,
So,
it should be
so
easy. Yeah, it should be easy enough for
yes.
Donald Trump to win this election. At least in my opinion, with Kamala Harris as the one leading the Democrat race, because I really thought that Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, will be the ideal candidate
Are you
to,
talking about Mrs. or Mr.? Okay, yeah, fine, get back.
yeah, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife, might replace Joe Biden, but apparently she's not interested. So I mean, they chose Kamala Harris, because they had no choice from what it
Right,
looks like.
he's not interested. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite obvious from this, and so now it's quite.
In fact, just a few days back, when someone was interviewing Biden and his wife said there's no way he's going to give up because she was the one who's more ambitious. than her husband, and she was the one who was pushing him. Just like they were saying that she's a child abuser because she kept on pushing her
Yeah,
husband so
yeah,
hard.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Meera
So
says, if you saw the VP debate, she's clueless and knows nothing. When asked questions, she just giggles. I questioned her credentials. She cannot be elected just because she's a woman. And now you'll see Meera very cleverly. They will, post the black card, and say that because she's black, she stands for all black women, black men and women. So they're going to now change the narrative completely from Biden, because Biden used to always favor whites. So now it's going to be the opposite. Welcome, Vinny. Yeah, back to you.
welcome, Vinny. Welcome, Savitri, Nandu.
In fact, we
So
have a very
coming,
curious story as well tonight. Something quite strange, of course, after we'll be mentioning it in the course of the video. Yes, please go ahead.
yeah. So moving on to Bollywood, and apparently Kartik Aaryan, he has come out openly in an interview, and he is voicing his opinion about how he struggled during his initial auditions and everything. And he went through that whole journey of struggle as an outsider, as all of you know. And apparently, in his conversation, Kartik Aaryan recalls the feeling of rejection during some movie auditions. It is very harsh. It is like you don't exist, and the fear of being labeled unfit leads to his frustration with the audition process. My loneliness has been compensated by my fans. And apparently, Karthik speaks about becoming bitter during the early days in the film industry due to the difficulty outsiders face in getting noticed. There is never an even playing field, or that is the problem in this industry. And he shared his challenging life experiences. He recalled how his first heartbreak in school and everything. And apparently, from this, it is very quite clear, friends, that if you join the dots from what he says, that he struggled a lot during the auditions, and because he played to the tunes of what Bollywood cabal wants, then he was given a lot of opportunities in various film projects, and he has made a lot of money, by endorsements from advertisements and as well as films. So he clearly toed the line, unlike many other outsiders who did not listen to the whatever rules set forth. So now you have once he has made it somewhat in Bollywood, uh, he is now getting some sort of sympathy, or he's trying to create some sympathy for himself by giving these sort of interviews to himself. Yes, welcome. Nandu, welcome, Eva. Yeah. She will still not win when she played the black card. They will not give their votes to a lady. Yes, Eva, and we saw that with the case of Hillary Clinton, who lost the election, right? Kartik Aaryan struggle as outsider. It's like Kejo saying he don't like his own coffee. Yes,
Uh-huh.
what
Was
Kartik
Kartik
Aaryan
Aaryan
ups.
upset by or something he is going to try? No, see, this is a tactic used by all Bollywoodians, that whenever your movie is about to come out, okay, so you just sound like Sushant Singh Rajput, okay, because Sushant Singh Rajput got so much importance being an outsider, so everybody is an outsider. Okay, then they'll start crying and they'll say about couch casting, everything. They'll come out with every little monster from their like skeletons from the cupboard. They'll bring out each and every skeleton and they'll say we've been undergoing all this, and still we have survived. So what at the end of this thing, the PR says, their movie is going to come out next week. So you must understand this is a PR strategy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next piece of news. As you know, in Anand Ambani's wedding, there were people from Hollywood and Bollywood and everybody, including the shopkeepers from different places. From selling pan and sweets and whatnot. Okay. Now, in this wedding, apparently, there seems to be a very interesting uh, piece of news amongst the people who have been there. They've said that Salman Khan's eye did not move away from Kim Kardashian. Okay. So, as you know, Kim and Khloe grace the occasion among the international celebrities along with John Cena. Recently, a video of Salman staring at the Kim's founder has gone viral on social media. And media personality Kim Kardashian wore a red lehenga with a bold choli featuring tassels at the bottom. Now, you will see that she almost all her assets were on show, and it was not that she's a very slim person. So her assets were all on display, and she paired it with a diamond necklace. However, she faced a lot of backlash from people for wearing red at the Indian wedding. Meanwhile, Salman Khan wore a navy blue ensemble comprising a kurta and pajamas. Now, the viral video from the Ambani wedding was him staring at Kim Kardashian. In the video, Kim Kardashian is seen walking with Neeta, the groom, Anant Ambani's mother, and Kim and Salman Khan were surrounded by guests at the wedding, including Neeta. As he allegedly stared at her, the internet had a field day commenting on the post on social media. So let me just speak about some of the comments that went. So here you will see he. Some people were saying that that Bhai was constantly staring at this woman, and there seems to be another relationship coming up soon. So of course, I mean, this all seems too far fetched because I don't think she would have given him a second glance, you know. And let's see what Tree has to say. Ma'am, I agree. She came from some other, yeah, and yes, and Nandu says, who puts shops in wedding? In fact, some of them said that, see, in some shops they had to pay, and in some shops they got free. So they did not know which was free and which was, on sale. So in fact, there were some jewelry shops also where you could buy some jewelry. So it's very typical of a Gujarati, to make money as he goes, So he would, of course, charge these people for putting up shops there. So if you look at the amount of money spent on the wedding, I'm sure he would have made double that because he's also sold the rights to, I don't know, who was it, Jaidev? Which television has he given sold the rights for the wedding? If you have an idea. Yeah. Okay. So now let's.
Which you mean what exactly?
Ambani wedding. Ambani wedding.
No, they're not going to show their.
No, they have sold. They have sold the rights to some television channel. So he would have made double the money, and of course triple the money is what I would say. So
I mean, it's yet to be confirmed.
Yeah. Vinny says, I was hearing some space speaking about CBI or NCB. He said that these guys are aware of all the evidence and proofs, but do not bother to take any action as many biggies are involved, people from the ruling party too. Yes, absolutely, Vinny. There must be something very, very, eerie going on there. Now, in a very, very, strange piece of news.
One important point is Ambani's have their own platform called Geo Entertainment, right? And I really wonder why they didn't showcase their whole wedding
he sold it to
on Geo TV.
Hotstar. Yeah, he sold it to Hotstar.
Oh, okay.
You see? Yeah, and it's about maybe 3 or 4 times the cost, I'm sure. So he doesn't even want Geo. He wants only money. So.
No, I mean like Geo is his own OTT platform.
Yeah, so he's saying that no, rather than give it there, I'll give it for money. So that's how it is. Yeah. Did Rahul Gandhi call? No, it was just a rumor that he called. But yes, the link seems to be rather obvious here. Yes, and Meera says, true, Guju businessman. Yes, absolutely. In fact, some people were, they were selling expensive jewelry also there. So everything was happening there. You turn your head around here, there, it's all money, money, money. Okay. Now moving to a very curious case, friends. A big Bollywood actor was caught naked with another actress in a makeup van by his wife, is what a wedding film, who videographer exposed. He says he exposes the dark past of a celebrity couple who could, with that footage, he could earn a lot of money via Netflix, is what he says. Now, the wedding, filmographer or cinematographer, or whatever you call him, that is Vishal Punjabi. He exposes the dark reality of a big actor who cheated on his celebrity wife within 2 months of their marriage. Now, anyone obsessed with celebrity weddings would know the wedding filmer owned by Vishal Punjabi. The wedding videography company captured the ceremonies of many celebrities, including Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh, Virat Kohli and Anushka, and Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani, among many others. Now, the owner is currently exposing a celebrity couple who refused to accept his deliverables after witnessing infidelity within 2 months of their marriage. Now, there are repeatedly viral rumors about celebrity couples doing the rounds online. For instance, Shah Rukh Khan was reportedly in a secret relationship with Priyanka Chopra despite his marriage with Gauri, an allegation he strongly denied. And on the contrary, Hardik and Natasha were said to have been facing trouble in their paradise for a while now, and they confirmed their divorce. And now, apparently, you would have seen in the Ambani wedding, Hardik was busy dancing with Ananya Pandey. Now, there could have perhaps be another relationship forming there. Now, in a new podcast of DJ Sims on YouTube, the wedding filmer owner Vishal Punjabi exposed a big Bollywood actor who allegedly cheated on his wife within 2 months of their marriage. He shared he was caught red handed with this Bollywood actress in his makeup van on a Bollywood set. His wife walks in and catches him naked and says, I don't want your wedding film. While the actor refuses to pick up the call, the Bollywood actress' wife refuses to take the wedding video despite another round of conversation with Vishal Punjabi. To everyone's surprise, the wedding videographer hasn't been paid his remuneration to date. To avoid more such scenarios, he's now adopted a 50 payment format with his clients, which means he gets 50 before his job and 50 when he delivers the photos or video or whatever. And Vishal Punjabi took a dig at the celebrity couple, claiming the groom shed crocodile tears during their ceremonies while expressing love to his wife. He also called their wedding clip a comedy film and claimed he would earn shitloads of money if he sold it to Netflix. So you know now that how hollow these Bollywood weddings are. They have absolutely no depth, and they don't marry because of any strong relationship bonds. It is because of certain other concerns that they get married, and before you know it, they're already looking for other partners. So let me just take a few comments. Ambani's wedding, Ambani's are businessmen very shrewd and spontaneous, says Vinny. They seek business everywhere. They do not lose any opportunities. Yes. Ree says, Mina man, love your humor, can't stop laughing. The session is more entertaining than Bollywood movie. And she says, SRK and Priyanka, Deepika with SRK. Maybe Deepika said so herself. We do not know. So this is all, what he hasn't named them. So let us see whose names are going to come out. Ree. Welcome, Sunitra. Yes, back to you, Jay.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news, and it is with regards to Kareena Kapoor, and she has revealed something very big. And as all of you know, Kareena Kapoor was asked about being one of the highest paid Bollywood actresses who charges 10 to 15 crores per film. And she said that money was never her priority. She amusingly said that despite being one of the highest paid actors, she's struggling and living in her husband Saif Ali Khan's house. In the interview with media, she said that she did not choose any movies for money, but rather for the role she is playing in them. She added that if she likes the role, then she can do it for less amount too. It depends on my mood. It depends on the fact that what the film is, what the role is offering me. And she said that if it is a big budget movie, then whatever you say is less. And she considers herself as struggling as she is living in her husband's house. Apparently, her film Lal Singh Chadda was a flop. her film in which she plays a air hostess, right, with Tabu and Kriti Sanon. That was a big flop. So I don't know what she's talking about. She says that depending on her mood, she will charge less amount for that particular role if she likes the role, and apparently it's all
In fact, yeah, in fact, you remember, Jaidev, she was offered a role in a South Indian movie with the top actor, and that also she was replaced by Kiara. You remember. So she was so excited about the role, and she was telling everybody, and finally the role went, away from her. So you can understand that nobody really wants her because she's grown old. And Bollywood is all about fresh face, fresh. I wouldn't say fresh flesh because that would sound very nasty. But apparently they look only at a woman's figure, and the less, and the younger she is, the better for them. For example, you look at the way Ananya Pandey dressed at the wedding. I mean, it was just like she hardly wore anything on top. And because she's almost flat, she, did not look vulgar. But otherwise, I mean, who would wear such dresses? You know, so, and on top of that, it's okay. Front is okay. Back, she had the a huge banner, like you have it in these circus banners when elephants and all are taken. It was Ambani, Anant Ambani Brigade. It was written behind her and behind all these actors, Ranveer Singh and Arjun Kapoor. All of them had this Anant Ambani Brigade written at the back. It was like a circus banner. Where only thing is we didn't have any elephants and lions romping around. So yeah, back to you, Ted.
Yeah, so Kareena Kapoor was the person who said that it's up to the audience that they don't watch the film. I really don't care, right? Let them boycott our films, and let the audience do whatever they want. But now, just in a few films before, in a promotion of her own film, she told that people should come and watch her film. So you can see how the times have changed, and now she does not have even a advertisement like brand opportunity as an ambassador for any particular brand. It's all being taken up by the nepotistic kids and many others. So she just has one podcast show, for herself, and that's the only thing which she has right now, and some small films and OTT films which she has in hand. That's it. Yes,
Yeah. No,
and
Vinny, it could not. I know you're mentioning some people. No, no, it could not be that because if you're looking at the people you're saying, they were married long time back. Now they're talking about I think he's talking about some recent wedding. So the people you mentioned is not, I don't think they are the ones. Yeah. Ananya, yeah. Flop factor. Yes, absolutely. Kriti Saran Choli mein actress wore revealing dress. Yeah, it's actually, it's just the choli is there only in name, is all I will say. You know, it's tied with a lot of ribbons and flip flap, but actually it is not there. And still it is there. That's what they, try to convey. Ananya's personal dietitian finds her healthy and fit. Yeah, perhaps she's fit. We don't have no problems with her health. We have only problems with how she dresses in these public functions. Unless, of course, you are given a certain criteria. You better dress like this for the wedding and have this big banner on your back. So this could also be the rules and conditions, by certain people for the wedding, because certain PR is also given a certain rules. But one thing I found, Jerry, one thing I found rather strange was that people like Ekta Kapoor, or Jitendra or Rani Mukherjee or Aditya Chopra, none of them were seen at the wedding. So apparently they are not in good humor. Apparently with the Ambanis, we really don't know what is the reason, but they were not there at the wedding. So, and of course, there were all these small starlets also, like Rapsi Pannu, who was very upset for being not called at the, one of the parties. And she said that if you don't go for these parties and mingle, you will not get, invites. So this could be one of the reasons. Look at Jaya; she was a joker, along with her daughter, looking like a gift wrapping paper. Now you see Sunetra in the rush to be seen and photographed. Thali Wali Mami forgot everything. You know, even her pallu was falling down. She had forgotten everything, and her only thing that was visible was this huge jewelry set, which everybody made fun of, saying that, see, Amitabh Bachchan had in one film was some war jewelry. So he said people were joking that she had kept it safely and wore it for this Ambani wedding. So everybody was making fun of her jewelry. And also, you remember that uh, Aishwarya came separately, and she was busy wooing her Thaliwali Mami's enemy, who is Rekha. So perhaps to make her feel rather jealous. Okay, moving on to Kangana Ranaut. Now, Kangana Ranaut spoke rather frankly when Sonu Sood compared a local vendor spitting in food before serving it with Lord Ram and his encounter with Shabri, as detailed in the Ramayana. Now, the actress questioned Sonu's knowledge of the Hindu epic and took a jibe at Bollywood for making adaptations and their own versions of the legend in movies. Now, the banter on social media between the actors started after UP and Haridwar authorities ordered eateries along the Kanwar Yatra route to change the shop names to reflect the name of the owner. Now, the Damang actor has now reacted to Kangana's claims and shared that he was not defending what the food vendor did and vowed his support for the government in their initiative to take action against the same. Now, when UP Chief Minister Yogi mandated that food and beverage shops along Kanwar routes should display the name and identity of the operator owner to maintain the sanctity of the pilgrim's faith. As soon as the decision was announced, actor Sonu Sood took to his X, which is formerly Twitter account, to share that what is most important to reflect on shopping boards, on shop boards, is humanity. Although the actor did not mention UP or Uttarakhand government in his post, social media users concluded that he seemingly showed his dissent on the order. His post made on July 19th, there should only be one nameplate on every shop, humanity. Now, the actor received massive flack for the same, and one of the people who stamped him was actor turned politician Kangana Ranaut, and she has given it to him in a proper dose. Now, one thing I wanted to also, while mentioning this, I found it rather strange that this Sonu Sood, who acts like a huge hero, putting people in buses during COVID time and all that, never once spoke about the case where, you remember the case where a girl, Shraddha, was cut into pieces and thrown all over Delhi. Did Sood speak about that at any time? Did any actor speak about it? About Shraddha? No, they didn't. Suddenly their voices come up and they became humane. They don't burst crackers. They don't want animals to be cut, and all these things happen. And then when other festivals come, everything is happening. So that's all okay. So it's strange that you have so many double standards with Bollywood. Yeah. So let me just take a few comments. All rumors, don't believe anybody. Yes. Completely agree with you. Where is a woman's dignity? Exposing does not bring you dignity. I appreciated Janila and Kat's dressing. Uh, Thought so. Perhaps one of the films are releasing. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Back to you, Jeff.
Yeah, so friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. And that's all the news from my end.
Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Sri Ram.